It's been quite a process getting to this point in constructing this new building. The thing people see is they see the construction part of it, and they don't see the over 2 years that we spent preparing for the construction. Making the decision, finding the right builders and the right designers and that sort of thing. We started the project over 2 years before construction began.
We already made some changes in our current facility. We updated, tried to get a little more modern look, but we wanted to know what was going to take us the next 50 years.
The longer we went into that project, the more we realized that that location had some drawbacks, and we began looking for a site that was much more visible and easier to access, and that would allow us to build a building that had some efficiencies in it that would allow us to give better customer service, service more customers with the same number of staff, and over the years be much more efficient.
We looked at the cost of renovation versus the cost of a new facility. And from a dollars and cents standpoint, it made sense to build a new facility. We would have a bank building that took us the next 50 years. If we renovated here, we'd have a facility that was renovated and looked nice, but was still a 50-year-old building.
We started looking into what we needed to do to be the #1 bank in the area.
Some of the officers of the bank brought the idea to the board, and at that time we weren't really sure. We were already in the recession and didn't seem like the right thing to do at the time, but the more we thought about it, the more intelligent the thought became.
We were looking for both a design-build firm and an efficient operation.
We went to 22 separate banking facilities in 9 different states. We looked at 2 independent architects, the work they had done and the banks they had built. And then we looked at 3 firms that specialized in design and building of just banks.
When we toured banks built by DEI, we knew we had found our partner.
We've done some things that we're very proud of. We have used lots of local contractors. We did get those bids. DEI helped us with the bidding process, and we were very, very happy that a lot of the contractors on this project were local. Another thing that DEI did that has really helped us in this whole process is they've had an on-site construction manager since day one of construction. And he oversees every aspect of construction. He works with the architects, with the people back in Cincinnati, and with the local contractors to make sure that everything's done exactly right. We had some ideas about how we wanted it to lay out. One of the main things we wanted lots of light in the building, and we wanted it to look very open, and yet we still wanted privacy for our customers when they're doing transactions or when they're talking with us. So that's why we came up with the design of so many windows on the building and the glass walls inside.
When you enter the new bank, you will be greeted by what we term a first impression person. That individual will be there to direct a customer to what services that individual needs, whether it's tellers, whether it's consumer lending, whether it's mortgage lending. Our first impression person, it will be the initial point of contact for everybody that walks through the door.
We found that there were better ways to do teller transactions.
One of the things you'll notice in our new bank is that the traditional teller line is not there. We're introducing a new concept in banking, new to Cortez. It's called dialogue banking,
where the customer and the teller stand almost side by side or face to face.
The tellers will not be behind a wall. They'll interact with each customer as they come in.
First National Bank is about building relationships. The dialogue pod allows us to build relationships.
Customers dealing directly with the employee and They're face-to-face.
Our motto, "Your bank face-to-face," aligns perfectly with dialogue banking.
Over the last 50 years, First National Bank has done some great things for the community of Cortez and Montezuma County, and we want to continue that, but it's time to make a change, and this brand new building is going to be one of the big changes that we have made.
One of the other elements that we were looking for in the new building was something that would benefit the community besides the banking business, and we created in our new facility what's called a community room. And that community room will be available for community meetings, and it will be separate from the bank. It can actually be used in the evenings. We'll separate our bank out, so it'll be secure. Our banks will be secure, but still have access to the community.
It's going to take us in a new direction. The technology is state-of-the-art. There's going to be some new technologies that you're not going to see in other banks, even in southwestern Colorado.
I wanted to talk about some of the green features of the building. For instance, we put in a light control management system called InLight from Sensor Switch, and that system automatically dims lights and turns banks of lights off as sunlight comes up, so we take advantage of daylight harvesting in the building. So it's a real aggressive energy management system that should save the bank money and make us more efficient. And then we also put in the Carrier Infinity system for the heating and the air conditioning that allows us to control the temperature in the building without having high energy bills. And then also several of the materials in the bank were made from recycled materials. The carpets contain a certain percentage of recycled materials. The desks contain a certain percentage of recycled materials. The storefront glass in the bank is all one inch thick glass that is very, very high insulated. The metal roofing on the building also contains recycled material, as well as the metal framing that was used in building the building. And the ceiling tiles in the building as well have recycled material in them too. So at First National Bank, we're really excited about all the green things that we did for this building and to save us energy and to be as green conscious as we possibly can be.
We wanted something that would wow everybody. It's just been amazing to see this incredible building go up in our community.
One of the reasons that we needed to make a change was to change our image. And a building of this stature and the beauty of this building is really going to change the overall image of First National Bank.
I think we're a little younger, a little more energetic, a little more motivated.
We are on the cutting edge with this new delivery method, and we are so excited about it.
We want the community to understand that we are a strong part of the community as a community bank.
Well, as far as the future of the bank has already grown tremendously, and with what's going on in banking today, we feel like it's going to grow continuously into the future. Just having the capability of having a first-class, state-of-the-art bank to be able to do the things that we can do to take care of the corporate business, the small business, and the consumers. We're a complete bank, so we can offer all services.
I would just like to say that we have worked for a long time at getting the right people in the right positions at the bank. I think that we're going to go into the future here and that we will gain market share and that we will continue to grow like what we want to do and be the bank that we want to be in this community.
With this location and this efficient building and the level of personnel that we've been able to attract and have retained, I believe that we are going to be the premier bank in Montezuma County in the future.
We really think that our customers and our future customers are going to be pleased with the new way that we do banking here at First National Bank.